Yes, hello. Good afternoon again sa ating mga regular viewers dito sa PACT. This is your customer service guy or otherwise known as Econ Malik. Baligtad no? Imbis na Econ Malik, otherwise known as the customer service guy. I am a member of PACT. And not only that, I also head a committee of PAC, which is under prosperity programs. Together with me as a co-moderator, a co-host, I'm sure you've seen his face several times in all of our webinars, our Suki, our VP as well, VP Roche, otherwise known as the Master in Marketing. VP Roche.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Customer Service Guy. Good afternoon to our guest speaker. Watch out, tune in, and if you do have any other questions, you can always throw it to us. We will have a great day today, as we have a great speaker that will give clarity on the topic today. So you are very much welcome to join us, Mr. Econ.
That's right. Thank you, Master Roche. How are you, by the way, before we get into our guest speaker? How are you doing today? I see you are sporting a brand new haircut.
Yeah. So I've actually cut my hair. This is a personal design by yours truly. It is
Okay.
ako lang po ang nag-cut niyan through razor. So during this enhanced community quarantine, we have to be innovative. So this is what I did. So yeah.
Alam nyo, sa mga nanonood ngayon dyan, sinasabi niya siya ang nag-cut para at least wag niyong sisihin yung barbero niya. Okay, so...
Ay, ang galing niyan, sir, ha? O,
yes, para wag niyo daw
kaya
sisihin
magupit ng sariling buhok ngayon, di ba?
Ayun, ako, Diyos ko. By the way, guys, if you guys are wondering who is that lady over there, she is our guest for the day, our guest speaker. Without further ado, we will introduce to you. I will introduce to you her whole name, but I will also use her moniker, or otherwise known as. Her name is our resource speaker or guest speaker for the day. Is also a member of PAC. She is otherwise known as Coach Christina Nira Macaspac. She is first of all, a wonderful person who focuses on women transformational coaching. So she's a coach. And she's also a president of U Progress Philippines Inc. And guess what? She is an NLP practitioner. For those of you who are watching, I'm sure you all know NLP is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And she is also part of Entre Guru. So, kita nyo, combination niya ng enterprising and guru at the same time, which is just like her name. So, Coach Nira, without further ado, please tell us how you are in your home today.
Ayan. Thank you so much po, Sir Econ, VP Roche. Ayan. Thank you for that very wonderful introduction. So before I start my talk, I want to greet all the viewers who's watching us live, and of course to all who will be watching this on a replay. Hello po. Hello. A pleasant day to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And once again, my name is Nira Macaspac. Ayan. So I will no longer further introduce myself because I was already beautifully introduced by Sir Econ. Ayan. So right now, I'm doing great po. Thankfully, I'm coping positively during this time. Ayan. So, eto, mga busy tayo. Katulad ninyo, Sir Econ, Sir Roche. Ayan, busy sa mga talks niya to, coaching, and every night, every day, meron kaming live talk show. So, yun po.
Ayun, so kanina nga, before we went on live, we actually told Coach Nira na, ba't di nyo naman kami imbitahin? Parang nawalan siya ng choice at bigla tuloy tayong maiimbitahan.
Actually, binigyan niyo ako ng idea kasi naghahanap talaga kami ng guest. Sabi ko, naubusan na kami ng topic. So, thank you talaga. Blessing kayo.
Huwag kayong mag-worry dyan dahil lalo na si VP Roche, napakadaming topic na pwedeng pag-usapan yan. Lalo na tatlo pa kaming naka-ready na kagad. Si VP Roche, si Malvin Dinlasan, and myself, customer service guy. And I'm sure si Mentor Myron Santana, our president, is also willing to go under your platform and be a guest. So he'll be more than willing to do that. Now, meron kami mga tanong kasi kanina ni VP Roche dito. Or I'd rather call him Master Roche. Alam mo naman, masanay ako dyan. Sabi namin, bakit ba natin kailangan maging malinaw sa mga bagay-bagay sa mga panahon na to? So, without further ado, enlighten us, Coach Nira. Bakit nga ba tayo kailangan malinawan? Okay?
Ayan. Yes, yes, sir. Ayan. So, start ko na ba yung talk ko na yon, sir? Kasi right
Ayun, yun
now,
na.
ayan. I'm
So,
going to
paki-explain
explain
po, ano
everything.
yung
No?
kailangan nating malinawan? At ano ba yung, what does reigning have to do with clarity? Yun yung
Ayan.
tanong ng lahat nung nakita namin yung title. Ano ba ang kailangan? Ano
Oh,
ba yung
oo.
matututunan natin dito? Sige, please share, enlighten us.
Ayan. So, right now, I'm going to talk about what clarity is, no, what it's all about. So, what is its role in life and business, and why is it important, no, in
Mhm.
our business, in our success. So now, why do we need to understand the importance of clarity, no, in taking control or leading our life and business? So
Right.
first of all, let's be clear about it, no, sir. Ipapakita ko yung slideshow ko. So, because we're talking about clarity here, di ba? What is clarity? How do we define it? Ayan. So,
Mhm.
yan. So, makikita nyo sa slides. Oh, if it's a slide na nandyan sa screen, if you check the definition also in online dictionaries, they tell you one thing. Diba? Or medyo magkakahambing yung pagkaka-define nila. So, clarity is being able to see clearly, being able to easily understand, see, or hear. Or clarity is the ability to think clearly and not be confused. So, yun yung pagka-sinearch nyo yan, yun yung makikita nyo. So, basically, these definitions tell us that if you are able to see it or hear it or um, clearly, physically or mentally, that's clarity.
Mhm.
Meaning,
Mhm.
doesn't only mean seeing the thing visually, like up front, no? Like nandyan sa harap mo, no? Clarity could also be envisioning it, seeing it in your mind, di ba? When you see a certain thing physically in front of you. For example, sir, mga sir, red Ferrari, di ba? Meron kayong nakitang red Ferrari, no? That's clarity because you can see it clearly, nakikita mo siya. But if the red Ferrari is not there, no, and someone is describing the car in detail to you, di ba? Okay, eto, red Ferrari, this is the model, this is the make, this is the year, make, parang ganun, pati even the interior, i-describe. You can also see it clearly in your mind, di ba? So, red Ferrari, ganun yung itsura niya. So, that is also being clear, kahit hindi mo siya nakikita, di ba? So, clarity could also be something that we can describe clearly in our thoughts. Ayan. So, the first step to succeed in life and in business or whatever it is that you want to pursue or even your even in your daily life, no, kung ano yung gusto mong ma-achieve, no, the first step we need is to have clarity. Ayan. So for example, when you plan your day, di ba, you tell yourself, okay, this is how my day should go. Ayan. Please tell me kung medyo mabilis po ako, ha? Medyo mabilis
Opo.
ako.
Hindi, okay lang. Okay naman.
Ayan. So, ayun, di ba? When we plan our day, di ba, we tell ourselves, so, this is how my day should go. Or ito yung mga gagawin ko ngayon. So, if you have that clarity and you see the results, now this is the results that I want to get, or describe the results now that you want to achieve, no, in your head, more often than not, di ba? That's how your day is going to go, di ba? So, okay, ganito gagawin ko, ganito yung isusuot ko ngayon, pag uwi ko galing work, pupunta ako sa SM or bibili ako ng shawarma, ganon. So, when you are clear about how you plan your day or how that day will go, then your plans are more likely to happen. So, yun yung clarity. So, let me tell you why we need clarity, no? Bakit ba natin siya kailangan sa buhay natin or even sa business, no? In all aspects. So, for those who...
Coach Nira, may question lang ako
Oh,
sa dito. So,
yes,
when you're
yes,
mentioning clarity here, it also includes visioning.
yes, sir. Oo, kasama
Visioning,
yan.
tama ba?
Clarity. Yes, yes.
Hindi lang sa vision itself, but also in your mind. Di ba sabi nga nila, if the mind has been there, the body will follow. Tama
Yes,
ba?
tama yan,
Oh,
sir.
okay,
Correct ka
sige
dyan.
po. Ito, tuloy-tuloy niyo po yung pang-enlighten sa amin at I'm sure marami tayong interested na watchers and listeners. So, before you get into the clarity, pag may mga questions po yung mga nanonood, feel free to make a comment and we will ask Coach Nira, myself, and also our Master Marketing VP Roche. So please continue, Miss Coach Nira.
Yes, thank you po. Ayan, so hello po sa mga bumabate live for those who are watching and for those who just tuned in and for those who are hearing this topic for the very first time, you are allowed to take notes po, no? And because it's really an interesting topic, no? Kami as coaches, this is what we teach, no, or what we tell our coaches, no, to do first, no, and it's because it's going to help you get started, no, when you want to set your personal or professional goals or business goals. Ayan. So why do we need clarity, no? Why is it important? Ayan. So number one is clarity gives us direction. So when we have clarity of what we want in our life or what we want in business, no, when we have the clarity of the results that we want to get, we can then have a solid plan to get there, right? And it's just like hitting a target, di ba? Or a goal sa basketball, for example, no, the goal is to shoot the ball, di ba? To score, to shoot the ball in the ring. And that is very clear. The ring is clear, di ba? Andyan yung ring, doon tayo pupunta, doon natin i-shoot yung ball, no? And the goal is to score, to get ahead of our kalaban or competition, di ba? So if we don't have the clarity of the goal or the result, we don't have the clarity of the result that we want to get, mawawalan tayo ng direction. It's just like playing basketball without the ring, na paikot-ikot ka lang, dribble ka lang ng dribble, pasa ka lang ng pasa ng ball, di ba? Nakakapagod siya. Sayang yung time and energy pag ganon. So, clarity gives us direction. And when you don't have that clarity of what you want, what will happen is somebody else is going to control your life, or worse, syempre, yung business mo, no, you will just accept what life throws at you, no, when you're clear with your goals, no, it's going to lead you to the right direction. It's going to help you make decision. It's going to tell you if you're taking the right path into your goals, no. Kung wala, di parang ganun sa basketball, sayang ang energy, sayang ang time, para ka lang paikot-ikot, no, when you don't have that clarity. Ayan. So the next is, ayan, hello po sa mga nanunood. Ayan. So ayan, the next is, ayan, number 2, why do we need clarity? We need clarity, no? Because it gives us focus. Ayan. It eliminates distractions, no? Diba? It saves us from giving the time and energy to wrong things, diba? When you have that clarity of the results that you want, you won't be bothered by the distractions or opinions or whatever shiny things that comes along the way. You have that focus on your target, no, kung ano yung target mo, and you move forward to it, no, to that direction. May focus ka. Kasi sometimes, di ba, what we thought to be opportunities could also be distractions, di ba? We have to be able to identify that because tayo, Sir Roche, Sir Econ, di ba, as speakers, as entrepreneurs or consultants, a lot of people may present us or may invite us to business ventures, di ba, or events, or offer us something, di ba? But when we have that clarity of our goals, we can identify if that is something that we need, no? Or it's just a distraction that could take up our time, our effort, or our money, di ba? Kasi marami tayong natatanggap na mga invitations, di natin akala natin opportunity siya, di ba? So when we're not clear, baka distraction lang pala siya. So there, clarity gives us focus.
Mm-hmm.
Ayan. Ayan. So the next thing is about why is it important to have clarity is this is action. Ayan. So for those who just tuned in, we are talking about reigning clearly. Why is clarity important in life and business? So ayon, we are And the third one, I've talked about focus and direction. So the third one is action. So being clear about the results that we want pushes us to act accordingly, di ba? Of course, to achieve the goals we have set for ourselves, di ba? It pushes us kung ano yung dapat nating gawin. Kapag sinabi natin sa sarili natin that today, these are the results that I want to get. You already have that clarity, di ba? Katulad nung sinabi ko kanina, how your day is going to go. And what actions are you going to take and how much time you need to finish it in order to achieve it. So always remember that when you are clear with your thoughts, diba, it's going to affect your feelings. And your feelings, diba, nabasa ko siya somewhere. Your thoughts will affect your feelings and your feelings will affect your behavior or actions, diba? Then your actions will affect your results, diba? So it's a process. Ayan. So for those who just tuned in, once again, we're talking about clarity. Hello, Jet. Ayan. Hello po, Sir Edward Perez. Ayan. So, ayun, we're talking about clarity. I've already talked about direction, focus, and ayan, action. And the next one, number 4 is, ayan, clarity leads us to the right people. When we are clear of the life that we truly want for ourselves, or what results do we want to get for our business, di ba? We set
Mhm.
boundaries. Pwede tayong pumili ng taong gusto nating i-include sa ating inner circle because these people, itong mga taong ito, influence our business and success. Di ba in business, when we're clear kung ano yung gusto nating marating, nagkakaroon tayo ng niche di ba? Or we get to attract the audience that is right for us. Di ba? Pag clear tayo kung ano yung brand natin, ano yung goals natin, na-attract din natin yung tao na tama para sa atin. Sabi nga nila, if you are ano ba yun? You are not selling. Sabi nila, you are not selling if you are selling to everybody, di ba? To everybody. So, when you have that clarity, you are able to identify the right people. You know, people who will help you to be better, yan yung mga mentors, or you are also able to identify the right people to work with. Kung sino-sino yung mga makakasama mo sa trabaho, kung sino yung gusto mong employees mo or staff mo, di ba? And ayun, you are also able to identify the right audience for you, no? Those who are fit to join you and those who will help you achieve the desired results that you want. Because if we don't have the clarity of our vision, of our goals, no, we will just accept, no? Kung sino lang yung dumating sa kung sino lang yung dumating sa buhay natin, di ba? Those who come along the way, and even if they are not healthy already for us, no? Yun na lang, tatanggapin natin kasi syempre, yun yung dumating, sila yung dumating. So that could lead us to destruction of our business or being lost in personal life, no? Kung accept lang ng accept. So this is why you have to be clear, no, of what kind of people you want to deal with every day because they're going to influence your growth and success. Ayan.
Alright. So, Coach Nira, bago mo ituloy yan, comment lang tayo ng konti. Basahin lang natin yung meron
Sige
tayong
po.
mga at least medyo makainom ka muna ng water dyan.
Yes,
Uh,
ayan. Mm-mm.
yes, we have a watcher who is from PACOR, also happens to be a member of PAC, si Dr. Edward Perez. Good afternoon daw.
Hi, Doc.
Bumabati din si Jet Ramos. Says, hello my friends, Master Roche, Customer Service Guy Icon, and Nira Macaspac, Coach Nira. And then we also have, sabi nga ni Jet, is this topic is perfect for school teachers just like him. Sometimes we teachers are overwhelmed due to the various demands of our respective schools and stakeholders, especially stakeholders that are coming from DepEd and CHED. So yun yung mga nabanggit nila. At meron pa tayong isang viewer na bumabati din, si Maybel Rosal. Good afternoon. He's also greeting you, Coach Nira and VP Roche. So if there are more questions or comments, please feel free to write in the comment section, and we will ask Coach Nira if it's a question, or we will greet or shout outs to the watchers. So at this point, Master
Yes,
Roche,
yes.
any reactions dun sa first
I
part na discuss so far ni Coach Nira?
yeah. Actually, I during the first few slides, I've already were able to get a lot of points in my business and also in my several distribution company. But before I proceed with that, I just like
Mm.
oh, I did a watch party. I think there are around 37 people who are watching in my watch party. For those who are
Mm.
watching
Wow.
right there, thank you very much. Most of them are really medical doctors and dentists. But I do have also several friends. So magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. We are talking about training clarity. So this is brought to you by Coach Nira, and I do have 2 points. Customer service guy, Mr. Econ. Sabi ni Miss Nira, it's really that's right catches my attention. So we have to be we need clarity for us to be able to have focus. Kasi minsan she's perfectly right. Kasi minsan pag nakita natin na somebody invited us, somebody offered us something, or may nakita tayong isang idea, or may nakita tayong isang product, we think we try to take advantage of that particular opportunity. But sometimes that's why very correct yun eh. But if it's not aligned with the clarity in terms of focus in your life and business, so we should really take a step back. So that is a very good point, Coach Nira. And the other one is if we do have clarity, just talking about why do we need clarity in life or business, perfect again yung sinabi ni Coach Nira, we have to have the right people. You know, because I'm practicing marketing, it's like segmentation. It's like different target for different product or different niches. So I think I'm getting a lot of learnings also in in correlating it with the marketing, just like what Coach Nira is saying. So I'm really listening very eagerly, and I would want to learn more from Coach Nira also at the same time. Thank you.
Yan. So, Master Marketing VP Roche, paki-mention din dun sa mga viewers mo na baka may comment sila or may question. Feel free to comment so that you can throw it our way. At nasasanay na yung mga viewers natin talagang si Master Marketing natin, si VP Roche, napaka-passionate niya. Kita niyo naman magsalita talagang gigil na gigil kasi very passionate na tao yan eh. So, kaya siya ganyan. So, meron pang nag-comment dito si Angel Primero. So, saying a lot of good points. Thank you, Coach Nira. So,
Thank
yan.
you.
May nagpapasalamat. Tapos, ito pang merong nagtatanong si PA Laksamana, will this be available for browsing later today? I can't participate now. I have an ongoing meeting. Absolutely. It will be stored in the PAX Facebook page. So, it's always there available. Meron pa tayong comment dito. VP Roche, ikaw na nga magbasa niyan.
Yeah, from
Okay,
Charlie Sanchez, clarity really makes sense. The absence of clarity cannot meet or achieve your target or purpose, whether it's a business or in life. But also in my several watch party here, because as I said, those who are watching me on my watch party are more on medical doctors and dentists. They were asking, meron po bang certificate yan? Because, customer service guy and Coach Nira, kasi pag nagsiseminar kami, usually it's being applied in PRC for the points. For us to be able to renew the license, we need to have at least minimum 15 points up to 45 points. And lectures like this, sometimes it's being considered 1 hour, 1 point. Actually, pwede naman po. We just have to sign it now by kung ako lang po hindi, pero hindi si Coach Nira po, but definitely you can use this, you can get a lot of learnings from this. So I think wala pa po tayo sa kalahati, and we're very excited already. We are learning a lot from Coach Nira. So I really would want to hear from her again, Coach.
And here's by the way, to also add to that, what we will do is in PAC we will discuss this together with our resource speaker, that moving forward, we will let you know if the webinars that we're going to do will have a certificate, just like what Master or VP Roche was saying. This is a very good point. And again, we would want to be able to be part of a venue wherein it would help the licenses for PRC so that they can get their points. moving forward, this is something that the PAC will have to discuss, of course, with the approval of our guest speakers,
Bo-
just like Coach Nira. We will definitely take this into account, and we will get back to you within the next possible days to come. Okay, so Coach Nira, huwag mo na kaming bitinin, tuloy-tuloy na tayo.
Ayan,
So,
yes, thank you very much,
all
Sir
right.
Econ. Ayan, VP Roche, thank you for your for sharing your thoughts, and of course sa mga nag-comment po, nag-share or nag-like sa aming FB live dito. So we're talking about reigning with clarity or reigning clearly. Ayan, I'm talking about why is it important? Why is clarity important in our life and business, no? And why is it important in leading with purpose? So ayan, once again, thank you so much. So moving forward po, no? Next is, why is it important? Bakit kailangan natin ng clarity, no, sa buhay natin, and of course in personal or professional life or in our business. So clarity is important because it builds your brand, 'di ba? When we act with clarity, we're already building our brand even if we thought we haven't started it yet. No, what you promote, what you follow, who your friends are, your actions, what you post, how you show yourself to people, they are part of your brand, your personal brand. And basically, these tell you who you are, no? Kung sino ka and what you are promoting. This, ito yung brand ko kasi, this whole queening, hashtag queening thing, no? Kung nag-visit kayo sa Facebook page ko, lagi niyo yung makikita, no? Queening, queen, being a queen, no? Yung queening journey ko has been my brand, and it didn't appear immediately when I started. No, I just figured out. No, I had clear goals. No, and I this is what I wanted to become, and what I want in my life. No, and nag-appear na yung queening hashtag. Naging idea ko siya, and nag-build yung brand na queening. And ayun, I just sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, I wanted to be queen. So this hashtag queening brand and post appear. Kaya pag nagtatanong doon sa coaching tribe namin or friends, or may nakikita silang post about queens, they immediately think about me. No, if a woman wants to be empowered, wants to gain more confidence, be transformed, and wants to queen up or do hashtag queening, ituturo nila ako, ay ito si Miss Nira, coach yan, maybe she can help you because yun yung branding ko. No, so it built my brand. So this is where clarity could lead you, and this is what clarity could create, no? It creates your brand. Ayan. So once again, hello po sa mga viewers natin. Ayan. So basically, when we are clear about what we want, everything falls into, ayan, alignment. Tama yung sinabi ni VP Roche kanina. Sabi niya, ayan, everything is in alignment when you are clear with what you want in your life, what you want for your business, and what you want to become as a person. No, it's going to be all in alignment. No, you have directions, you have the tools that you want, the skills that you need, the actions that you need to take, the people who could help you, and the people who you can serve right. Diba? This is the role of clarity in our life, in our business, and it's the first step that we need to take when we lead, no, to gain clarity, because clarity is power. Because the more clear you are about the results that you desire, the more likely it is for you to get what you want. Ayan. So now, ayan, dito na tayo. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is the clarity that you need to get started. Ayan, ano ba yung mga kailangan kong i-clear sa buhay ko? And what clarity do I need, no? So the first one is you need the clarity of who you are. Paano ka makakapagsimula, no? The first one is you need the clarity of who you are or what your business is. Yan. And it all starts with self-awareness, no? So you have to dig deep inside of you. Who are you? Sino ka ba? What are your strengths? Diba? What are you good at? What are your weaknesses? What triggers you? What are your passions? What are your beliefs? So you have to start with self-awareness. these things are really important, and we can only have that clarity if we become self-aware and reflect on who we truly are. Because this is like, yung sa map, di ba? Clarity gives us direction. Pero kung hindi mo alam kung saan ka magsisimula, mahirap din, di ba? Parang lost ka pa rin. So you have to gain self-awareness. Nasaan ka ngayon, no? So yun, it's like a map that tells us about where we are currently. It's a starting point. Then the end point is the map. In the map are the results that we desire or our goals. So we need to know where our starting point is. What space are we in right now? No, what is our current situation? Ayan. Okay, so hello po. Ayan sa mga nag-greet. Ayan, si Sir Eugene, Miss Gwil. Hello, good afternoon from Cebu City daw siya, si Miss Gwil. Ayan. So number 2 na po. Yan. Ayan. We need to have the clarity of our core values. No? Core values, usually sa companies natin siya nakikita eh. So what are the things that you value most? That should be clear to you. Is it integrity? Is it money? Is it your family? So you have to be, ideally, you have to have your at least top 5 core values in yourself or in business. Diba sa company, madalas natin siya nakikita, diba? Mission, vision, tapos may core values, diba? So you need to have it in yourself too. Personal, dapat meron din tayong core values, hindi lang sa mga companies yan, sa business. No, i-apply din natin sa sarili natin. We have to be clear about that. Ano ba yung mga binavalue natin sa buhay natin? Because it's going to help you in making decisions. Because sometimes, something may look aligned with our goals. We are presented with things that looks like an opportunity for us, but the question is it aligned with your core values? Ayan. Sir, clear pa ba ako? Parang may naririnig akong feedback.
Clear.
Ayan, thank you. Ayan. So yon, sabi ko nga, no, moving forward, we have to have that clarity of our core values, no. Sometimes we are presented with things, no, na, yeah, mukhang aligned sa goals natin, but is it aligned with our values, no, with our core values, no? So you have to be clear on that. Baka kung hindi, no, it could create a problem in the future, 'di ba? Kasi minsan hindi na-align sa core values natin, medyo tagilid. Kaya dapat alamin natin, may integrity ba 'yan? Kung ang core values mo is integrity, excellence, yan, family, naka-align ba doon sa core values mo yung opportunity na pre-present sa'yo. So we have to be clear of that clarity because it's going to help us in making decisions. Ayan. So, number 3, the next clarity that we need is the clarity of our goals or vision. Ay, naghang. Hello?
Okay lang, tuloy lang tayo.
Parang naghang
Tuloy lang po.
sa cellphone, sorry. Ayan, the next clarity
Usually po, Coach Nira, may delay talaga sa cellphone. Ang ano niyan, yung sa StreamYard talaga.
Okay.
Do not panic, relax.
Kasi pa sabi ko, ay ba't huminto sa cellphone ko? Nandito
Mas mabagal talaga. Pag ginagamit mong monitor yung cellphone mo, mas mabagal yan kaysa sa
So nandito yung laptop, hindi ko nakikita si Sir Rosh tsaka si Sir Econ dito lang sa cellphone. Dito sa laptop, nakikita ko yung presentation. Ayan, so yon. Moving forward po, number 3 po tayo, the clarity that we need. So number 3 dyan is the clarity of our goals or vision. Ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? Yung what do you really want in your life or what do you really want to become, di ba? So when we are able to gain clarity about the results that we desire, we are more likely to achieve it. So make it a habit of asking yourself, no, what is the outcome that I want to get here? You must be able to visualize it and describe it in your thoughts because that is going to be your target. Diba? Even in business, almost all the successful businesses are clear of the targets they want to achieve and that they have goals every week, every month, in a year, in 10 years. So they break it down into small pieces of clear, very clear short-term goals to achieve their ultimate vision. Ayan. So businesses doesn't only need a product to succeed. Di ba? Pag alimbawa, meron tayong product na nagawa, hindi lang yun sapat eh. Businesses need to be clear of their goals, no? Clear on how to run the business, what kind of people they want to work it with, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, and what end results do they want. So those businesses that clearly succeed are those who doesn't plan at all, di ba? No clarity, no goals, basta't may product, go lang ng go. So mahirap din pag ganun. Ayan. So number 4. Ayan. So hello po, good afternoon. Ayan, clarity of purpose. So the fourth clarity that you need is you need to have the clarity of your purpose. This is your big why. No, why? Why are you doing all these? Why do you want it? Bakit kay gusto mo yan? Because some people could easily tell us what they want. No? They are so clear about what they want for themselves or what they want for their business. Diba? But isn't really clear about their why. Ayan. And they still they isn't really they are not clear about their why. Bakit ba nila ginagawa yon, no? And they still fail and they're not happy kasi hindi sila clear eh. Maybe they have a why but they have the wrong why. Diba? Because it's anchored on the wrong things. Like maybe it's anchored on money, it's anchored on entitlement, they want to be rich, they want to be famous, they want revenge, pwede din yun. So baka yun yung why nila, kaya bakit nila ginagawa yun, bakit sila nag-business, bakit gusto nilang maging ganong tao. So they anchor it on the wrong things and then they lose themselves in the process. So that's why they still
Correct.
don't feel fulfilled and happy, di ba, Sir Roche? So,
Yeah.
yun, we should have a big enough why, and that is our purpose. So, clarity of our purpose, no? Lead with purpose, sabi nga natin, no? Why do we want to be the best version of ourselves? Why do we want what we want? No? Because there will be challenges and struggles, and our why, yung why natin, it will provide us with the drive. Yung sinasabi nilang drive, pag ang hirap na, di ba, parang struggle na to, nahihirapan na tayo ipagpatuloy. Pero kapag may purpose tayo, may big enough why tayo, kinakaya. Ayan, lagi sa Tagalog, lagi nating naririnig to, yung para kanino ka bumabangon. So we have to be clear about our vision, or our reasons pala, our reasons of, or our why. Because sabi nga nila, reasons come first, answers come second. Ayan. So I just want to share this quote by Napoleon Hill, which basically summarizes what I've talked about earlier, pero hindi pa po tayo tapos ha. Meron pa akong konting i-discuss. So i-share ko lang po tong quote ni Napoleon Hill. Kasi ito, parang sinamarize niya lang yung sinabi ko kanina, no? There is one quality one must possess to win. And that is definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and the burning desire to possess it. Ayan.
Wow.
Oo, yan sabi niya. So ayun, moving forward, saglit na lang po ito. May time pa tayo, sir?
Yes, yes.
May time pa. Mga ilang slides po ba yan, if ever? Mga
Unti na lang to, mga 5.
Okay pa yan. May time pa tayo. Huwag mong kalala.
Mga ganon, oo. So yun, now, here are some tips on how we can gain clarity in life or business. Baka kasi may mga nagtatanong paano ba nila sisimulan yan. So I'll just make it a little quick, no, to give way for question and answer portion of this live talk. Or baka meron pa pong gustong idagdag si Sir Econ or Sir Roche dito sa talk ko. So first is, ayan, how do we gain? Ayan, baka may nag-a-ask ng tip, how do we gain clarity? Paano magsisimula? First is self-awareness muna tayo, no? So like what I mentioned earlier, we have to start with self-awareness. Self-awareness means noticing yourself, being aware of your feelings, no? Yung sensations, behaviors, yung habits natin, yung pattern ng thoughts natin and beliefs natin, di ba? Self-awareness helps us identify our strengths, no? Our fears, kung meron man tayong mga self-doubts, no? Dapat alam din natin yan. We have to be self-aware. Yung mga beliefs natin. So, we could also identify which one should be practiced. Diba? So which one should be practiced, which one should we continue, and then which one should we eliminate or change. So dapat maging self-aware tayo. So we should be able to identify ano ba yung mga beliefs or attitudes or habits natin that is working for us, no? And which ones are not helping anymore, no? To obtain the results that we desire for ourselves or our business. Ayan. So number 2 po, envision. Ayun yung sinasabi namin kanina ni Sir Eko, no? Visioning. Ayan, you should have a clear vision. No, after you discover yourself, self-discovery, self-awareness. Ayan, envision natin, no? You should have a clear vision of what you want in your mind or what kind of person do you want to be. And be reminded of it every day. You have to let it sink into you, diba? And your subconscious mind. Kasi sabi nga nila, yung subconscious mind natin, hindi siya yung pumipili. Meron tayong conscious mind, yun yung pumipili. So, dapat ini-envision natin. Then, let it sink dun sa subconscious mind natin. Because you can't be what you can't see. Dapat nakikita natin sa mind natin. Katulad nung sinabi ko kanina, dapat na-describe natin siya. So, if you can't see it in your mind, you can be if you can see it, pag nakikita mo siya sa mind mo, you can be it, because once again, di ba, our thoughts affect our feelings, di ba, and our feelings will affect our actions, our behavior, and it will then affect the results, no, that we want to get. So if we are reminded of the clarity of our purpose, of our goals, it affects the results of our action. Ayan.
Correct.
Yes, ayan. And then number 3. Yeah, number 3 na tayo. Write it down. We have to write it down for us to be clear about it. We have to put it in writing because there's so much going on in our mind. Ang daming mga kaguluhan sa isip natin. We may tend to forget or lose focus if we just keep it in our head. No, we have to write it down one by one and be clear about it. Kasi study says that if you have to write it, if you write down your goals, diba, you can get focused and you are more likely to achieve it, diba? And then affirm that it's already happening, no? That as if your goals or your vision is already happening. Ayan. Write it
Alam mo,
down.
Coach Nira, very important yan. I'd like to add, kasi di ba, I'm part of the academy as well, so I teach. Sabi nga ng ibang student, yung ibang student, pag medyo tatamad-tamad, pinipicturean lang yung slide na tinuturo ko. Pero yung iba, they prefer to write it because when you write it, you remember it more. And when you remember it more, it's part of envisioning, so it is in your head, your subconscious and conscious level is always aware of it. And therefore, increasing the chances of it happening more kasi nga natandaan mo kagad. Tama ba?
Yes, sama po yan, Sir Econ. Ayan, very nice.
Okay, tuloy natin. Very interesting. Hanggang ilan to? 1, 2, 3, ilang tips po to?
6.
Ayun, so okay. Guys, pagtandaan nyo, 6 tayo. May 6 tayong topics. Okay, go. Wag mo muna para surprise. Okay, go. Write it down.
Ayan. Next, number 4 na po tayo. Ayan, now if you've already identified what you want in life, who are you and what you want to become, if you've already envisioned your results and wrote it down, the next thing that you can do is to determine, no, the beliefs, the mindset, the attitude, and the skills that you need, no? So like what I said kanina, if a belief or a certain habit doesn't work for you anymore or isn't helping anymore, move forward na. You need to change it and determine whatever works best for you. Ayan. So number 5 is determine what actions to take. You have to create an action plan. Diba? Sabi ko nga, if you have an ultimate vision, you also need to have a short-term goals and yan, action plan even every day. No, ano ba yung kailangan mong gawin every day to move forward to your goal? So if you're already clear about your ultimate vision or your ultimate goal, and when you're clear about your powers, the beliefs, and the skills that you need to have, you need to plan small goals day by day. So take baby steps po tayo. Don't be too much in a hurry to get to your dreams because something worthwhile takes time and a lot of effort. Huwag po tayo masyadong magmadali. So you have to have short-term goals katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina. Now, the question I want you to reflect on para dun po sa mga viewers natin, no? What can you do today to help you move closer to your goals? Ayan. So ano po bang magagawa nyo ngayon to help you move closer to your goals kahit naka-quarantine po tayo? Diba? Ayan. So yan. Lastly, number 6 is be committed. Ayan. Kailangan yan, no? And by this, I mean, be intentional about growth. Be consistent. Keep showing up even if you don't feel like it, no? Rest if you must, but always come back recharged and powerful. So show up even if you're afraid. This is how you build grit, diba? Grit, sabi nga nila, grit is how you respond in challenging times. So always think about your big why, no? Nakakatulong siya. Your purpose. It's not going to be an easy journey, but I assure you, it's going to be worth it. Ayan. And on that note, before I end my talk, I want to leave you with this powerful quote by Bob Biel for you to reflect on. Ayan. Without focusing and getting clarity, you cannot lead, you cannot plan, and you cannot communicate. Ayan. So, Sir Econ, VP Rocky, baka meron po tayong mga tanong or mga kadagdagan dyan sa ating sa aking talk about clarity. Ayan.
Ayan, VP Roche, may mga reactions ba tayo and questions potentially coming from your watch party?
Yeah, maraming nanood, no? Actually, I think 40 plus something.
Thank you.
Would just like to shout out to Dr. Chev Angeli from Dumaguete. She is the president of Philippine Dental Association Dumaguete or Negros chapter. And she's a pretty woman. So magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Salamat po. Yes, pareho ko ng aming speakers, hindi Coach Nira. So magandang
mga queens, hello po. Ayan, doktora, hello po.
Magandang hapon po sa mga Bisaya. Ay maayong hapon ay. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you for tuning in.
All right. So yun yung so far mga reactions natin. Well, ang kadamihan naman ng reactions natin is they're all agreeing to the discussion. Like, as you can see, Gwel Mirth, she mentioned when we were down to number 3 tip, just so people can see, it's on the screen. Third, write it down. And Gwel Mirth said she is agreeing it's true because she prefers to write it. Okay. So for those of you who are just simply joining us now, you can see the tips that Coach Nira shared with us. The 1 to 6 we have here. First is self-awareness. Second is envision, of course. The third one she mentioned is write it down. And the fourth is determine the mindset or attitude and skills that you need. Okay, these are very important. And number 5 is once you know the skills that you need and the attitude that you should have, you are now going to move into what actions are you now going to be taking. This is very important, no? So para at least alam mo. And after that, our last but not the least, just like in any goals, any visions that you have, any plans in life, you have to make sure that you are committed. Tama ba? Kasi kung walang commitment at sabi lang, medyo walang mangyayari. And one important thing that also our coach said, she said, talking about grit is how you respond in challenging times. And meron naman po tayong reaction dyan from Maria Lourdes Cruz. She mentioned, yes, that is true. And as well as another reaction from Gwil, very good presentation, clear voice, and I hope I can get an email for me to have these topics as my guide. And my email address is Gwil. So we can actually ask Coach Nira. Coach Nira, can you give, would you mind if you can give us your email ad so that our viewers now can email you so that they can personally get a copy?
Yeah, it's already posted in the screen, sir. Nandun siya sa baba. There,
Ayun.
Nira, niramacaspac@gmail.com or niramacaspac@uprogressph.com. Yan po yung aking email address. Ayan.
Ayun. So, anyway, pwede pakitype po, Miss Nira, para at least malagay natin dyan. Nandiyan dyan tayo sa, ano,
Ay,
sa,
okay po. Sure.
palagay po sa
Oo, para
private
maano po nila.
para makita nila.
Yes.
At mapalabas ko din sa screen. Master Roche, any questions that you may have
Yeah.
for Coach Nira?
It's actually not a question. It's a confirmation of what Coach Nira said. It's very realistic for those people who have their own small, big, or medium-sized businesses. I firmly believe that you do have your own mission, vision, but one of the most important things is core values. So if you have a core values in your business, it is very much applicable to your life. So it does not mean that if you do have core values in business, it just stays in your business. For example, this is just a confirmation that what Coach Nira said is perfectly reflected on my personality. Because in my business, now if I may just share, with your indulgence, Coach Nira and customer
Of course.
service Econ,
Of course.
my core values is Ruiz, from my surname Ruiz. R stands for respect for life. So I apply that in my business. Also we do respect all our clients. And U stands for ultra pure service, because I do a lot of service also to my clients. And letter I is we must have an integrity. And Z is for zealousness. So I always clear and use clarity in my business. So in reality, I apply this in my personal life. So what Coach Nira said just confirms everything. That what he said is really perfectly correct. So those are the things that I just want to add in her presentation. So a great one, a great presentation.
Yeah, thank you, VP Roche. Very great, beautiful insights that you've shared to us about core values. Ayan, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, correct.
All right. So, very good. Wala na tayong mga pahabol na questions dyan. VP Roche, wala ba tayong pwedeng ipamigay dyan sa mga viewers natin?
So I think we have actually last February meeting, I was able to purchase several books from one of our members, Bobet or Roberto Prudente.
Yes.
The only concern is I still have several books here, but the concern is how we're gonna get this to the winners, no? Baka mas mahal pa yung Lalamove or Grab natin or shipping fee. So because I'm just gonna get a book, but this is a very good book. I'm just gonna get it, no?
Okay, yeah, kita niyo naman on the spot yan.
Yes.
So at least all over from from Luzon to Visayas yung nanood, from Ilocos to Cebu, may mga viewers tayo. Ayun, ako, napakaraming libro. Ano ba ang title ng libro niyan?
The Coach Nira, the title is Tips, Tipid, Ipon, Palago, Saya. So this is a book actually, but I don't know how we're gonna do it, Coach Nira or Econ, but this is for disposal. Actually, I read the entirety of this book, and it's a good practical tip for those who wanted to start saving. So from our members, Coach Bobet.
Ayan, thank you VP Roche. O yun daw ang paraffle niya, ay ang pamigay ni VP.
Ganito na lang gawin natin, 'di ba? Binigay natin yung email address ni Coach Nira.
Correct.
Tama ba? Pinakita natin yung email address, ayan, nandiyan ngayon. First 3 people who can send her an email, ask for the presentation, and put the title of the book. Yung shortcut lang. Si Miss Nira will inform VP Roche, and then we will get in touch with these people. And of course, i-advise natin sa pack page that these people will be the recipients of the winner. Pwede ba yun? So, yung tatlong unang maka-email kay Coach Nira and tell the title of the book and ask for the presentation will be the first 3 people who will get the book. Remember, we will not show the front of the book anymore because the key is you should know the title of the book. Pinakita ni Roche ngayon. At kung tutusin nyo, ito yung mga pinamigay natin na key things from 1 to 6. Tama ba? from 1 to 6, pinag-usapan natin yung word na yun. Ayun, no? Isa sa mga word na yan. Diba, nakikita niyo sa screen, ayan, isa
Oh,
yan dyan.
ayan.
Yan. So,
Oh,
pag nasabi
ayan.
nyo, ano yung keyword na dyan, ayan, makakakuha kayo ng book. The first 3 people who will send an email to Coach Nira, again, ito yung kanyang email address, will get that. It should have the title of the book and it should be asking for a copy of the presentation. And then we will just coordinate with Coach Nira and VP Roche so that we will announce who will be the recipients of the book. Okay?
Yes,
So,
ayan. Kaya
again,
go na po. Email na lang. Ayan.
Coach
Thank you.
Nira, do you have anything that you would want to promote, like the webinars and the discussions that you have on your page as well? Would you
Oh,
like to tell our
yes,
viewers
yes.
what is it about?
Oo, yes, ayan. Meron po, Sir Econ, VP Roche. Ayan. So I want to invite you all to watch us every day on our live Facebook talk show called Love a Lockdown. Every day po yan, 7 to 8 p.m. This show aims to promote good vibes, to spread good vibes, love, and laughter. Chikahan lang po yan. So for everyone, most especially for people who are struggling emotionally during these trying times. Ayan. And if you want a daily dose of inspirations and be empowered, follow me on my Facebook page. Ayan, nasa screen po, Nira Macaspac. And this is where I share my queening tips, tools, and resources to help women queen up and be their very best self. And also, follow me on my Facebook page because soon I'm going to have a mastermind group coaching for queens. Ayan. So for the women who want to be empowered, who want to be more confident, and who wants to be transformed, watch out for further announcement. Ayan, magkakaroon po ako ng mastermind group coaching. And of course, for those who are interested to do one-on-one coaching, life coaching program for women, you can message me or email me or send me a message on my Facebook page or Facebook account and book a schedule. So, ayan, let's talk. Ayan. Thank you so much for this opportunity, VP Roche and Sir Econ. Ayan.
Of course, this is everything that we're doing now wouldn't be possible if it's not for PAC. This is, of course, our organization who is spearheading this online free webinar. Again, I'd like to reiterate the word free. Some people would have paid webinars, but currently, because this is our, shall I say, contribution to the people who would want to still continue their education, even though they are under quarantine or lockdown for that matter. This is a way of being able to share our talents that we have and the roster of speakers and trainers that we have here with PAC. Ayun, so medyo
Yes.
biglang biglang nagsipasok. Hi to Miss Lilith Fajanilan and also to Mary Joy Laracas. She's saying good afternoon. And then some people are also saying thank you to PAC. Ayan, so medyo marami-raming humabol. Pa-check na lang ng email and then let us know, Miss Coach Nira, kung
Actually,
umokay na.
meron naman ang nag-i-email, sir. May
Meron
nakikita
na ba?
na akong mga may mga nakikita na akong notification sa cellphone. No?
Ayan,
Econ.
Ayan.
buksan mo na.
Meron ng
Buksan
mga
mo na, Coach
Ayan.
Nira.
Bib, Maya.
Tingnan
Yes,
na.
sir. Makikipag-coordinate na lang po ako kay VP Roche and Sir Econ doon po sa mga
Ayun.
na nag-email sa akin. Ayan. Thank you so much. So once again, thank you so
Okay.
much to you, VP Roche, Sir Econ, to Jet, to Sir Myron, to PAC, Philippine Advocates for Consultants and Trainers. Thank you for having me here. And of course, thanks to all the viewers. It's really a pleasure to be here and share something about clarity. Ayan. Sana marami po kayong natutunan sa aking webinar or talk today. Ayan.
Ay, sigurado maraming natutunan
Thank
po
you.
yung mga viewers natin. And okay, so we will let go of Coach Nira now because we know she's very busy. More power, Coach Nira,
Thank
and we
you,
will
sir.
look forward to watch your online discussions on ito ba yung may mga topics ka pa na 30 ways to be happier, tama ba?
Yes, sa ano yan,
Okay,
Facebook page ko. If you want,
Yun,
ayan,
so
I
do
promote
follow.
kasi happiness. Ayan, I promote
Yun.
happiness. Ayan, so I have 30 ways to be happier. I have cleaning tips, mga tips on how you can clean up. Ayan. So, yan. Follow nyo lang
Alright.
sa Facebook page
So,
ko.
paki-follow lang si Coach Nira, and we'll say goodbye to Coach Nira now. Thank you, Coach Nira.
Thank you so much.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you very much, and hope we see you again here in our webinars
Of
and
course.
in PACT as well. Thank you, Coach Nira.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Now, VP Roche, we also would like to share the discussion for later. Meron tayong topic for mamayang
Yes.
gabi.
Yes.
Gusto natin ipakita sa ating mga audience kung ano to, para at least may idea sila. This will
Yes.
be
Yes.
tonight at 8 p.m. Tama ba?
I
Ito
would
yung, yan.
definitely, I would like to take this opportunity for all of you who's watching right now, for those who have listened to Coach Nira's presentation. And tonight, it's going to be 8 p.m. Tonight, you're going to learn a lot from the topic using Acme Glue. Correct. You've heard it right. Using Acme Glue to remember your speaking points in the webinar. So a lot of people are confused. A lot of people forget their pitches. A lot of people are even speakers, even well prepared speakers. Minsan nakakalimutan po nila yung sinasabi na. So this is a great presentation brought to us by Mr. Dino Santos, inviting all of you to be here at 8 p.m. So this is going to be a great topic which will help us to be more in term we have to understand the presentation. So hindi po natin nakakalimutan yung mga next slide, yung mga next pitches, yung mga sasabihin natin. So this is a great seminar that you have to watch at this 8 p.m. So again,
Yes,
we are
it's today at 8 p.m. Our speaker is Mr. Dino Santos. Just for the sake of everyone, he's the talent director for Southeast Asia Speakers and Trainers Bureau. So he's a very well-seasoned speaker. So we would want to encourage you to be able to join us later tonight for this discussion. With that in mind, would there be anything else that you'd like to add, VP Roche?
Yes, again, this is, we are from, I'm Rochi Ruiz. I'm the Vice President for Philippine Advocates of Consultant and Trainers. We are a community of, professionals. We are doing this live during the enhanced community quarantine. We're not able to help a lot of people, whether you are a seasoned trainer, whether bago lang po kayo, or just an ordinary individual who wants to get inspiration, who wants to be motivated during this time. And again, we'd like to promote the 6 P's of Philippine Advocates of Consultant and Trainers. Number 1 is prosperity. We are doing a lot of opportunity for our co-members. So I'm inviting you to be a member. And number 2 is public responsibility. So this is also one way that we give, this is such a responsibility of each and every one of us to give you an opportunity to learn while you are staying at home. And number 3, we do have protections also. We wanted to protect all our members. And number 4, we have peer group support, wherein we really train our members. And number 5 is proper networking. And number 6, this is also part of my chairmanship, professional education. So with all of those, inviting all of you to be a member, and you're gonna learn all of this piece exclusively for you. So customer service guy, thank you very much for this opportunity. See you again 8 p.m. tonight.
All right. So thank you, guys. And with that in mind, please join us again later at 8 o'clock. Again, our speaker is Dino Santos. So please look forward to that. And again, see you later and have a good day. Okay. Thank you, guys, and bye-bye.